Hi folks, welcome to my channel. This is Balsamic Moon Tarot. We are here for a pick a card reading. Today we are going to ask, what is an unexpected blessing coming your way in the next 30 days? And I have 4 cards already selected. I originally was going to have 3 cards as I usually do, but a 4th card popped out and revealed itself. So I decided to leave this card number 3 as a mystery card. So for your options today, we have the Queen of Pentacles for pile 1, the Page of Cups for pile 2, the Mystery card for pile 3, and the Seven of Cups for pile 4. What is an unexpected blessing coming your way in the next 30 days? This is a timeless reading, so from the moment you catch this video is when the reading is active for you. So we are going to ask, from the time you're seeing this video, what is coming your way? Okay, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you at your reading. The timestamps are in the description box below. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You selected the Queen of Pentacles. Here's a close-up. And I have not yet shuffled the cards, so I'm going to do that in front of the camera today. We're going to start with this Oracle deck. Oh, wow! That was very quick. It already turned itself over and revealed itself. We have immense growth. Whoa. Your guides really want you to get this message today. Immense growth. And we see the symbol for the Philosopher's Stone here. I feel like this could be... I want to say this is a turkey vulture, which would be interesting. I'm going to take a look at the guidebook in a moment. If you hear my cat in the background, I apologize. Boo Boo can be quite vocal sometimes, but don't mind her. I think she's just excited for you. So let's see, what is an unexpected blessing for pile 1? Asking the guides for pile 1, asking my guides, what can we reveal for pile 1 today? We have 1 card here as well. Let's see what else coming from this deck. Can I get 1 more card? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm already feeling very excited for you. Yeah. I love it when that happens. Wow, this card popped out. I'm just going to leave it there. That's the Seven of Pentacles. This is great. Pile 1. I'm already just getting a very strong message here about so much growth, results, really seeing results in the next 30 days. I'm just going to pause this here because I do want to get the guidebook for this card. I'll be right back, just pausing. Okay, pile 1, this is an incredible message for you, and I am going to read it in its entirety because I just have to give so much respect to the author, the creator of this deck, the Animal Apothecary Oracle deck, created by Cara Elizabeth, and the card that flew out for your reading today is called Immense Growth, and it does have a turkey vulture on it. So let me just read this passage real quick. It's so beautiful. Immense growth, vulture. Vulture comes to speak to us about the wisdom of the sacredness of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that all life involves suffering. It is not something to be escaped, but to be accepted. Only when we accept this law of our existence are we able to transmute and grow from suffering. Vulture sustains her life by living off that which is dead. She does not interfere by bringing a quicker death to her prey. Instead, she allows it to endure what it must, and its suffering ends in its natural time. This mirrors back to us the importance of patience. There is a profound lesson in the name of the turkey vulture, Cathartis aura, meaning golden purifier. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses. Sorry, that's Boo Boo just playing around here with her toy. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses that could spread disease and harmful bacteria. In the same way, vulture cleanses the land, suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Let me repeat that last sentence. In the same way vulture cleanses the land, suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Wow. I want to read the next two passages. I'm just self-conscious because my cat is making noise in the background, but she's also having such a good time playing that I don't want to disturb her. So I'll read these last two passages, and you could always skip this section if you don't like it. Suffering comes in two forms. Both are meant for growth. The first form is inflicted upon us and out of our control. The second form is self-inflicted, created from the attachments and illusions of our ego. Whatever form your own suffering takes, you must first accept it. When we resist the pain, when we resist aspects of ourselves we do not like, when we resist rejection, we perpetuate self-inflicted suffering. It is only when we accept it that pain begins to do what it was meant to do, transform us. This is the genius, alchemical property behind acceptance. It transmutes. Vulture's medicine asks you to understand that pain, suffering, and trauma hold an energetic power. It is your choice whether to allow that power to attack you or to transmute its energy into your greatest asset. If you choose the latter, within you, a hidden gift will be revealed far greater than all your pain. I mean, I love that message, and I really just want to give a moment here to pause and reflect and take a couple deep breaths. I'm also going to close my door so that my cat will stop playing in this room. Okay, Boo, that's enough. You stay out there. Okay. Okay. So, yes, pile one. I'm more focused now. Very interesting. I feel like, first of all, the first message here, an unexpected blessing coming your way. I think there are two audiences. I think there are two types of people this reading is for. Either you're somebody who has been, really waiting for hard work to pay off in the form of finances, financial security, generating an income, generating growth in business, financial stability. Again, I keep hearing about the stability. Either you're somebody who's really been working hard to create that for yourself and even for your family or for the people around you. You're very invested in others and you really care for others. I'm also hearing that this could be a message for someone who's been doing a lot of caregiving, and this means you may not have had official work, right? But it's still the labor, and it's still the work that we must do when we care for someone who is unable to be independent. So this could be caring for an elderly parent, it could be caring for another sick family member, or for a child, or maybe a special needs child. But the caregiving is definitely showing up for me with this Queen of Pentacles. And with this message of the vulture, it's a powerful message, and really speaks to life, right? The thing about life is that it does involve suffering. It is not, we cannot escape that truth. We can try to escape it, with various coping mechanisms. But eventually we do have to accept the fact of life, that it can be brutal at times, it can be awful at times. Tragedy is, tragedy will impact each of us. Now, given all of that, each of us tries our best, right, to carve out a life worth living, a life full of dignity, a life of abundance and safety and care and love. And I really see that you've been doing this, and you've gotten some kind of results lately that's proving to be very promising for you. And that's what I'm seeing with the Seven of Pentacles. So today's message is about an unexpected blessing. I'm going to pull more cards and see what is some information we can get about something coming in the next 30 days, the next few weeks. How will you be surprised? How will you be, even shocked to discover that something is actually going to work in your favor, or a prayer will be answered? Okay, so let's see what the guides are saying today. What can we know right now at this moment? Wow, we have the Magician. Incredible. We have the Three of Swords. Yes. We have Justice. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. And we have the Two of Wands. The unexpected blessing that I'm getting for you, pile one. I do feel like there's another person involved. I feel like this is about a relationship, but not necessarily a romantic partnership, not necessarily a romantic relationship. And yet this is a very important relationship in your life. This may be someone that you have been caring for, or it may be the other way around, actually. They may be someone who's your parent or your mentor, or just somebody who you really respect and give a lot of authority to. But I feel like there is an improvement in this relationship. I feel like it has recently been something that you've had to mourn or grieve in some way. Like the relationship itself has been the source of heartbreak or grief, not necessarily because the person has mistreated you, but just the situation itself. It could even be that maybe you have lost a dear one recently, and if that's the case, I give you my condolences, and that is never easy. So I do feel like you are grieving in some way, something connected to this person. And the unexpected blessing with the Justice card here is that you will get to a big moment of clarity. There will be something clarifying the whole situation, or the whole, all the, wow. Okay, so for some of you, this is quite specific. I feel like there are finances related to the relationship, okay? It could even be an inheritance. And there's been so much confusion and possibly even heartbreak, like a sense of betrayal or a sense of loss, a sense of rejection connected to the inheritance. But that will be cleared up for you. That will be rectified. Okay, so that is a very specific message, but maybe I feel like one person, at least one person out there is supposed to hear this, that the finances regarding the inheritance will be cleared up and in your favor. It's going to be rectified because you are supposed to inherit something of value, something very meaningful or valuable in a relationship that was very important to you, and yet also was a source of pain in some way. I feel like the pain could have even been the fact that your loved one had to suffer and you were bearing witness to that suffering, you were caregiving. There's so much, right? There's so much that we must endure at those times in our lives when we're caring for loved ones. So I feel like there is going to be some rectification here. It could be legal, it could be, related to the estate, or just related to an agreement, even like an agreement that was made is now being set into motion, set in motion. And the result of it is that you will really feel the expansiveness. You'll feel the expansion. There will be a level of excitement that you haven't felt in a very long time, because now you feel like, oh my gosh, there are possibilities here. Like instead of feeling so lost and confused and constricted, you now feel like you have more choice, that you have more of a future, okay? So that is a wonderful piece of news. I know this is not going to apply to everybody watching this video, but if this is you, wow, what a wonderful, what a wonderful thing to receive, right? So if this isn't you, if this isn't about an inheritance or the finances connected to a loved one, I would say the unexpected blessing still has to do with this immense growth here, okay? And there's something about how your success or your results is being measurable. It's so clear. And as a result of that clarity, you feel empowered and you actually feel like you can make an important choice for your future, to secure your future or to create your future. It will just boost your confidence and your belief that you are in control of your destiny. Now that's a beautiful way to be, that's a beautiful position to be in. But I feel like it's unexpected for you because you aren't aware of how, this feedback or this, again, this metric or this measure of success. It's like it's some kind of information or result that you're going to receive that you're just going to be like, really? Wow. Like maybe even, here's one example. Maybe you will you've been studying in a program, you've been working hard on working hard to do something the right way. I'm talking about an industry standard. And you've always been doing your best incorporating the highest industry standards into what you do, because that's just the commitment to excellence you have, that's your integrity. And then someone or some entity comes to you and evaluates your performance and tells you you have the highest rating of anyone we've ever tested. Okay, see, that's the kind of success, that's the kind of growth experience it is. It's like you were surprised that you performed so well, but yes, you did, and it's proven. It's just in the results, it's proven, it's visible, it's measurable. It's something you can really hold on to, this feedback, and it gives you this new excitement because now you really see, wow, this is an avenue for growth. And when you had suffered so much up until this point, when you had doubted yourself, maybe you've even felt some rejection with this Three of Swords, maybe you felt like you wouldn't, I feel like this Three of Swords could be the sense of, yeah, I feel like actually for some of you, you really threw yourself into your work because you were trying to get over a breakup or some kind of painful ending, maybe even a work-related separation. Like maybe you left your job, or you lost your job, or you got fired, and it was very painful. It felt very personal. It felt like you were really being rejected. But then you come out now, in the next 30 days, you really turn a corner here where you realize, like, you know what? I am better for it. I am better for having done the work and I'm better for having gotten this drive, to improve and to succeed despite the haters, right? That's so cool. That's so cool, Violet. I'm very excited for you. So we've actually got a number of readings here, right? We've got a number of possible scenarios for this reading about the unexpected blessing, but I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards and we'll just see what else could possibly come through. Wow. Healing chaos. Healing chaos. That is really interesting. We've got a tornado here. And yet this chaos is a good chaos, which I find to be the best kind of chaos, right? That's the chaos we welcome. But it's talking about change. It's talking about a disruption that's actually going to be a source of creative output, be a source of productivity. Last card, please. 9 of Pentacles. Yes, that's beautiful. So let me take these two cards together. You know what I see here? Yes, healing chaos with the Nine of Pentacles. So yes, I think what this reading is about overall is that you have endured something that really impacted your life in all ways. Like either you've lost a job, you lost a loved one, um, your life became almost changed overnight, and you really had to um, you had to adapt. You had to go into survival mode. That's what it is. You had to go immediately into survival mode, and you had to draw upon deep inner reserves to survive and find a way through the crisis. Okay, so there was a crisis, and now you are on the other side of it, and you're feeling more stable, but you're shaken, right? Your sense of confidence is shaken. So this message and this unexpected blessing is about that confidence being restored, because something will come your way. It will be a gift, like it could be an inheritance, it could be a monetary gift, it could be a raise, it could be a promotion, it could be an excellent rating for your business, it could be a credential, but something is coming your way this month that is going to really be so meaningful, because it's going to feel like, yes, like my suffering and my work, like my efforts, that is being recognized. It's being seen, it's being validated. And it's not like you need this external validation. It just is sort of like the icing on the cake. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like, you see how the grapes are there next to the goblet, the wine goblet? It's that lovely feeling where you've created something, you've been productive, and now you have the excitement of, what else can I make? If I have this gift, this power to create and achieve and endure obstacles, overcome the obstacles, what more can I do? Like, that's the excitement. Like, you realize, like, you are capable of yet more, and you're being supported and encouraged to take on more and do more great things, all in a way that really suits you, all in a way that will support your thriving. Okay, so pile one, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. I am so happy for you that things are turning out this way, and that, and there you go. Like, I hope this helped you and connected with you in some way. So if it did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to let me know. I always appreciate the feedback. Thank you, pile one. See you next time. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You selected the Page of Cups. I'll give you a close-up of this card. Really lovely illustration there. And we are here today to ask, what is an unexpected blessing coming your way in the next 30 days? So this is a very near-term reading here. I'm going to shuffle the cards on camera. Let's see what comes through. What is the message for pile two? What can we know at this time? Okay, we have a number of cards already. What can we know at this time for an unexpected blessing? Let me shuffle this. Okay, pile two. We have a good start here. Let's see what the message is so far. We have the Two of Wands. Wow, we have the Star card. The Three of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. Really beautiful cards. Getting a very strong healing, curative message here first. Let's see what else we have. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. Okay. So for an unexpected blessing, the keyword I'm getting for you, pile 2, is purpose. I think that you have been seeking purpose, seeking something that would really connect you, connect your heart to this action, this task, this mission. That's what it is, the mission. You've been seeking a way to have a purposeful life by having a personal mission. But the mission itself has not revealed itself to you just yet. And I think it is going to reveal itself to you this month, or at least a big part of it will reveal itself to you. This star card is showing as really beautiful inspiration and even downloads from your higher self, messages from your guides, from the cosmos. Like there's going to be a lovely opportunity here to receive a lot of guidance. I even see you actually being somewhere out of your normal environment. It's possible that you will be doing a short trip, like maybe even camping or doing, just not at work or not in your usual routine. Maybe you're a student, maybe you're a parent. Like there's going to be something that you can, some opportunity to take a short break. So it could even be like an afternoon where you go to the park. Like it's not necessarily that you're traveling, but it's still the change in the routine and the change in the environment. And that will give you this space to receive. Wow, and you're going to get a lot of information, valuable information. I really love that for you, pile 2. We have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is talking about where you are now and like why this is so important to you, because you have been for some time experiencing disillusionment. And I even feel like there's some kind of way of coping that you've been doing that you're realizing now has sort of been compromising you more than you want, when you're reckoning with the fact that it's compromised you or something you value. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're in a relationship with someone and they're somebody who has certain needs, and so in order for them to have a healthy lifestyle, let's say they're diabetic and they have to really care for their condition. They have to make eating choices. They just can't live life the way you do. They can't eat freely the way you do, and they have a health issue that's always going to be on their mind and a priority for them. And let's say you have been going through a difficult time and you've been stressed out and you've been coping in a way where you're bringing in all the junk food into the house. You're whatever it is, but this is an example. Okay, so it's like, because you are now coping this way and you're bringing all this junk food into the house, your partner is starting to get resentful because they feel like you don't really you're not really as concerned as you used to be. Like you're kind of showing a way of checking out in the relationship, and in your actions you're demonstrating some insensitivity. So this is an example, but as a result of this happening, you're really starting to see that. You're starting to be more aware that this isn't the road you want to be on. You want to get off this road. You want to improve the situation. But you want to do better. You want to do better. You want to be a better version of yourself. And so the mission and the purpose is all tied to this. It's all tied to this beautiful hope and faith that you are going to rekindle here. I don't know why I want to pull multiple cards from this oracle deck, but it's happening and I'm doing it. So let's go with it. I'm just going to pull some more cards to deepen this reading for you. The unexpected blessing for pile 2 wants to be this card. Oh my gosh, it wants me to just I feel like there could be a very specific message coming through. Okay, I'll save this deck for last, but for now, let's continue for pile 2. Forgiveness. Wow, that's powerful. I just said powerful, and the word here is power. Okay, beautiful. Purification. Oh my goodness, pile 2. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, look at this Ace of Pentacles card. And where was it going to go? Right here, Ace of Pentacles. You got the Ace of Pentacles twice. I'm going to put it there so that we can see this beautiful sunflower. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm sorry. Let's... I want to see everything. Okay. Sorry. Bear with me. I want to just approach this a bit differently. We're going to put these here. And then I want this here. And this will go right in the middle. Okay. Forgiveness, power, purification. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 7 of Swords right here, right? 7 of Swords right there. Okay, we've got an incredible synchronicity here. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. So it's a huge confirmation. Whoa. And now we have the King of Cups. Pile 2. This is a very, very powerful message coming through. You are connecting with your guides already, and the connection is there, and this message just wants to let you know that it can go deeper, and it can, like this deepening of your connection to your soul's purpose is happening, and it's wonderful, and your guides just want you to know they're here. And they're always here for you to ask for help, for you to ask for clarity, ask for forgiveness. That's right here. Okay, pile 2. I mean, I want to let the cards speak for themselves, and I know that's not my job, but I just it's like I don't have words, I don't have words for this beautiful outpouring of love for you that is showing up here. And I mentioned a relationship. So I do think for some of you, there is a relationship that has been harmed, hurt. It's suffered greatly. And there's a corner turning, okay? So when I mentioned purpose and meaning, I think that the suffering you went through in regards to that relationship, it's like now you're seeing the purpose and the meaning of it. And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new chapter. This is a new start. This is a new chance to put your best foot forward. And there's also commitment here. There's something here showing up that will really give you the ability and the desire to commit. And I think that's really lovely, because when we see this sunflower, and the King of Cups, right? This is about purity of intention. This is starting a new chapter in your life with not just the best intentions, but with wisdom. So you've learned something very deep. You've learned something very deeply here. And having the King of Cups present shows that you're now maturing, and you're reaching a level of mastery when it comes to this, this emotional, spiritual, psychological culmination. Like, you are able to tap into deep reserves of spirituality in this next chapter of your life. The 7 of Swords showing up twice, right? What's that about? Why is that being emphasized? And I think the reason why is because, you're in dialogue with yourself. And I think for a lot of your life you felt like truly like you're on your own, and you felt like you only had to look out for yourself, and like that's just how you were, that's just what survival is, that's what you had to do. You know, I think maybe you felt like you could never trust anybody, you could never rely on anybody, and that really inhibited your ability to connect deeply with others. It inhibited your ability to have relationships that had commitment, right? You were probably non-committal, or you had energy around you that would attract partners that were non-committal and who could even betray you for some reason, right? So it's like this Seven of Swords is showing up to bring to light what you've been compromised on, but what can now be banished. Okay, see, these are the energies that are being banished, and there's a new start in your life. There's a new inspiration there. You know, you're going to get messages this month. So when I say unexpected blessing, I think there are multiple. I'm seeing multiple unexpected blessings, but they're all tied together. They're all centered on you really having a faith now, faith in life, faith in the divine, faith in yourself, faith that if you're just ready to receive, you know, the gifts will come. And this is really about the gift of love. This is about feeling cared for and safe and loved, okay? Again, it is about your connection to your guides, and they're making themselves known in this reading. They're making themselves known in other ways. I think that there will be a time this month when you really have the opportunity to connect with your guides even more deeply. So again, this could be simply an afternoon in the park, or you know, a break from the routine. It could be a weekend trip, you know, to the countryside. I don't know what that looks like for you, but it could be manifested in multiple ways. The point is, you will receive downloads, and you will receive downloads about the purpose and the mission that you are destined for, that will again, this Ace of Pentacles, right, that will usher in this new chapter in your life of putting your best foot forward and of committing to a path of growth and even stability and fulfillment. Okay, so pile 2, wow, like so much, right? So much. I'm very humbled, and I'm just very humbled to be part of this process. I'm so humbled to be a channel here to help you, you know, get this confirmation, this validation here. But look at this card of power, right? This is what the power of forgiveness does, okay? It's so beautiful. It's so special. Take care, pile 2. I think this is it for your reading. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe buttons, or chime in the comments, you know, if you connect to this. But I really appreciate you being here, pile 2. Take care now. Hello, pile 3. You selected the mystery card. I've already selected a few cards to get started with your reading. We're asking, what is the unexpected blessing coming your way in the next 30 days? So from the moment you watch this video, there will be an unexpected blessing in the next 30 days. Okay, pile 3. We got the Hangman here. Wow. Very powerful card, very spiritual card. I am very curious now because I feel like the mystery only deepens. Let's see. We have the 5 of Cups here. We have the Page of Cups. Beautiful. The 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. So you've got 3 cards with 5 here. It talks about change for sure. And it also, to me, it talks about, I keep thinking about the Hierophant, actually, the 5th major arcana card. I think like there's something, you have really accepted something. It's a very deep spiritual teaching, but you have accepted that something is just not working out. It's not going to work out the way you envisioned. It's not going to work out the way you had hoped. And yet, there's something very liberating about this, because it's your perspective today is different, and it's actually opening up a new way of being, a new way of navigating. So with the Page of Cups here, yeah, actually I'm seeing something very artistic coming through. You're probably an artist. Some of you may be artists, some of you may be doing something creatively, but I feel like it's very soulful art that you do, and it just comes purely from the heart, purely from inspiration. You have your own channel, you know, to your divine inspiration. You really are a conduit, and you're able to channel really lovely, I wouldn't even say lovely, I would just say magical, like powerful magical creations. And yet you see here, right, what are these cards that suggest not just sadness and grief, but also defeat and deception. And this is, this is suffering, inadequacy, deprivation. Okay, so I want to know, wow, you're surrounded by this, and you are bringing forth something that is going to impact all these situations around you. So now what I'm seeing is that you are a gifted soul, and you have a special gift for the people or the community around you. And this community is suffering greatly, and you're witnessing a lot of it. You're bearing witness to a lot of it, and you're carrying a lot of the pain. It's like collective pain that you encounter. But with the Hanged Man, what I see here is that you've changed a perspective here. You've changed the way you perceive all this negative, negativity, and it's helping you transcend the situation. So I'm just hearing, for some of you, this may even be like, you come from a very difficult background, like your childhood or your background has been very rough. You had to, maybe it was a neighborhood or a family that you never felt safe in, or you always had to be on guard. You always had to watch out for yourself and for other people. You were fearful for your own safety and for other people's safety, because that's just how rough it was. There could have been violence, like just endemic violence. There could have been crime, poverty, right? These are all scenarios that talk about that would show a childhood in which survival, often you don't even process what you had to go through until you're a little bit older. But somehow you got through this, and you've I wouldn't say maintained, somehow you got through this with a certain purity, like a certain pure heart. And you didn't shut down completely. You didn't shut down the way you saw others shut down. You saw some people, you're aware of how people can shut down, because that's how they survive, and they can be very shut off from their emotions. They can be very shut down from their connections to others. But you didn't do that. You somehow maintained this this trust, right? This ability to trust others, and this ability to have faith, and to really want to care for others, like to really want happiness in life, and for other people to be happy. Now the Hangman is showing up here, so I want to know more here. I feel like there's an unexpected blessing, but what I've gotten so far is your situation. So if this is your reading, I've described where you're coming from. I've described where you are now. But the unexpected blessing is about this Hangman. So let's go ahead and let's pull some cards here for you. I want to get one more from this deck. Yeah. And then I want to get a few more tarot cards. Okay, so here's what I'm hearing so far. You're eccentric. You have an eccentric personality. You have an eccentricity about you. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. Interesting. You might even be somebody who's been able to find a career that makes good money, that fulfills you. You know, you found some stability in life as an adult, which has been really great for you. And not just for you, it's been great for others. You're an inspiration to others, actually. Wow, look at this card. Better than you can imagine. Very cool. And there's a dragonfly there with a fetus, with pregnancy being depicted here. Get out of your head. Wow. I see this similarity here between these two cards. So the rainbow, you know, and this inspiration again. You're very artistic. I just keep seeing this. You're artistic. You are a little eccentric. Like, I hope you don't get offended that I use that word, but I'm just seeing somebody who is very comfortable, you know, going against the grain, not necessarily like a rebel without a cause. You're not like super confrontational. You're just your own, you're just your own person. And you do it out of love. Like, you just do it because you know life is short, and like there's no point in creating strife, right? Creating strife. There's no point in suffering as an inauthentic person. There's no point in being, you know that being true to who you are is part of the path of survival and being happy. That's all I'm saying, is that you have a bit of an eccentric outlook on life and an eccentric personality, just because you learned early on that there was no point in compromising. You know, there was no point in just trying to seek other people's approval and get people to like you for, you know, just for being fake, I guess. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But I think it does, right? I think it makes sense to a lot of people that we all have our individuality. And individuality can be an incredible saving grace. I think for you, it continues to be a saving grace. Your unique gifts, your unique strengths, your unique personality, it continues to show up and kind of gives you just possibilities, you know, just it gives you the ability to adapt. It gives you the ability to try new things, experiment, and even socialize in a way where, you know, you're socializing far outside your origins and you're dealing with all kinds of people. So the unexpected blessing for you, pile 3, that's the question, right? What's unexpected here? Because I just feel like there's a lot of blessings that could be predicted just because things are going well. Things have been going well in general. You got through so much. It's like the start of your life, I feel like, was so rough that it feels like everything else is just coasting. And you know, that's the eternal youth. That's the fountain of youth. That's what you have here. This is the fountain of youth, this Page of Cups. This ability to always approach life with a sense of wonder and appreciation and just gratitude. That's the gift you have, and that's what's so special about you. So the unexpected blessing, better than you can imagine. Get out of your head. Wow. I have to say, I am kind of at a loss for words. It's really interesting. I'm not seeing something super specific, because I feel like there's nothing that's quite unexpected here. With the Ten of Pentacles, we do see fulfillment, absolute fulfillment. And the Four of Wands, it's talking about a milestone. It's talking about a big achievement. So you could be on the verge of purchasing a house. I think for some of you that is something you're celebrating. You're celebrating like, you know, the home, or the home acquisition, or the something that's fortifying your your stability here. A sense of I'm sorry, my words. It could be home ownership that is the unexpected blessing, like maybe you make an offer on a purchase, or even just getting a lease that is everything you wanted and more, you know, better than you can imagine. This new lease where you get to stay somewhere. Okay, wow, we have stillness. Stillness here. Which really talks about the Hangman too. What else can we know for pile 3? Openness. It's so funny because I was getting a sense that there's something you're not meant to know. And yet, you know, the mystery, right? It's like, I think you will get some kind of pause this month. Some kind of pause, some kind of quieting down. Interesting. Reprieve, is that the word? Stillness, openness. Knight of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, this is talking about being an artist again. And I don't know if you are an artist, but I think you're doing something that feels like art. So maybe you're not a painter, maybe you're not a poet, maybe you're not necessarily a creator, but I feel like you have an artist's an artist's approach to life, and you're very romantic, you're very idealistic, you're very sensitive, right? You're very sensitive. And I think this unexpected blessing just shows up in new opportunities opening up for you that relate to that. They relate to your sensitivity. Yes, you don't see it. You don't see how special and unique you really are. And it could even be an aesthetic. It could be a style. It could just be like a you know, the way you express yourself, the way you carry yourself, your demeanor. That could be what sets you apart and what opens up avenues for you. But it's interesting, pile 3. I have to be honest that I'm not seeing something so clearly as the unexpected blessing. I'm just seeing you in the world just being really special and unique, and somehow spreading, you know, magic in little ways, just spreading magic to others, all the people around you. Like your energy is just like gently nurturing or gently inspiring others, and helping, you know, helping ease the suffering of others. So I feel like this is happening on an energetic level, and you're not really striving or trying to do that. It's just how you are. It's who you are. Oh my God, I just got the message. You're the unexpected blessing. Isn't that hilarious? I mean, that's kind of cool. You're the unexpected blessing. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, I got a few cards here. I'll take these, sure. Last message here, pile 3. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, I'll put it right here. We have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Page, then Knight, then Queen. Like, wow, you're just developing, right? You're developing and you're deepening again, this practice, this way of being, it could be an artistic craft, it could be creative, but it could just be energetic. It's just like you're just deepening this way of being in the world. And now we have the Three of Cups, which is cool. It comes right here on top of the Three of Wands. But yeah, Two of Swords. Mirroring, that's what I'm hearing there with that Two of Swords. Mirroring. Yes, you're going to find some like minds, like hearts. You're going to feel a sense of belonging here. I think there are going to be people who are drawn to you, and they're going to feel, you're going to feel part of a community. You're going to feel like, finally, here's my tribe, you know, here's my it's like always feeling a bit like the outsider, and you know, you're a little eccentric, and sometimes people don't understand you, even though they could be nice to you. Maybe they're just like, you know, they don't really get you, and you kind of like acclimated to that, and you're just accepted. You know what, that's okay. I can deal with that. Like, that's not the worst thing in the world, you know, to feel a bit like an outsider or lonely, as long as like I'm not being like harassed and bothered, and I'm being left alone, left to my own devices, you know, that's okay with me. And I think you've kind of been like floating along like that. We've been okay. But this month, I think you're really going to connect with others in a way that is also just deepening, and it's very validating. It's just making you feel like, you know what, like, wow, I'm like the way I am because I had to go through so much. And it's really cool that there are people who appreciate this about me. So, you know, it's not a small thing. It's not a small thing to feel accepted and seen for who you are. You know, all your quirks, like they're unusual, but they're really drawing in people who are fascinated by you, and they just like you. They just like you for you, you know. That's awesome, Pile 3. That's your message here, okay? So take care, Pile 3. Appreciate you being here. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if this is your reading, and feel free to chime in the comments. I would love to hear back from you. Take care, Pile 3. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You selected the Seven of Cups. Here's a close-up of that card. Really lovely depiction of the Seven of Cups. This is one of my favorite versions of it. So, Pile 4, what is your unexpected blessing for the next 30 days? What is coming in the next 30 days from the moment you see this video? I have a tarot card and an oracle card already selected. So let's get this started. What can we know? Wow, you have the Hanged Man. Interesting. You also have, oh, this lovely card, number 11, self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect. I love this card. And, you know, I can't help but see how the rainbow is in each card here. And also, we have a multitude of blessings, right? And that's mirrored here with the Seven of Cups. So when I see the Seven of Cups in this context, I feel like you are really blessed in a number of small ways this month. And they're all connected to your individuality, your uniqueness, your gentleness is also what I'm hearing. Let's pull some more cards and see what else we can get here. An unexpected blessing. Can we clarify? Can we get more specifics for Pile 4, please? I just see a lot of contentment here in general. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of these cards. Excuse me, boo-boo. Unexpected blessing, please, for Pile 4. Okay. Wow, we have forgiveness here. I think this showed up in Pile 2 if you're interested. I think you might be interested in Pile 2 or 3. if those readings connected, like if you were interested in those readings, I think you might want to watch those, or one of those. You know, maybe that's what this Seven of Cups is also showing here, is that multiple videos or multiple readings in this video will connect to you. But we have forgiveness here, which I'm going to put here. And I really love the reaching out to the crescent moon that's shown up here. We see the same idea here with this Hangman, how there's this boat reaching up to this castle in the sky. And then this anchor, it's like such a juxtaposition, because it shows both safety with the anchor, but it also shows this ability to transcend that, you know, transcend something fixed, right? Transcend to something bigger, higher level thinking is what I'm seeing there. Forgiveness showing up here as grace, as the ability to see, again, seeing this bigger picture, seeing this, that's what it is, you know, being able to forgive others, for their flaws, because you're so centered in who you are, and you just are so stable, like you are emotionally centered and stable, and so you have this, it affords you this ability to forgive others and forgive the situation. So, you know, I'm not saying that you're supposed to put up with people who are disrespecting or hurting you. I'm just saying that there's a beautiful energy here coming through that allows you to transcend a sticky situation or a negative situation. Okay, let's see what else we have. God, I feel like this is just the beginning of your reading, so I want to get all the information that I can. We have the Ten of Swords. Does this show? I'll put it right here. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay. We have the Empress. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. I can't help but see debt forgiveness there. Does that relate to you, pile 4? Debt forgiveness? Are you in a payment plan to get through some debt here? Because that's possible. We have the Eight of Wands as well. It's interesting that we have 10, 8, 3, 10, 8. So hitting a stride is what I just heard. Hitting a stride with something. I think that you've seen a lot of different possibilities. You've entertained a lot of possibilities. And you've had some options, but these options were, it was like mixed feelings about the options before you. And now you're coming to this new place where you're like, you know what, I can let go of that. I can say no to that, because I know myself and I love myself, and I just want, it's like having this peace and feeling happy because you've met your match. You've identified what works for you. I know that sounds quite vague, but it's a great place to be, and that's where I see you this month. With the Eight of Wands, it's again this alignment. It's like really moving on from some dead weight is also what I'm hearing. Yeah, boo-boo. You agree? So it's like moving on from the dead weight, moving on from the stagnant situation, moving on from something that kept you feeling stuck. Okay, see that anchor? So that's interesting. It's like, on the one hand, there was something that was secure, but it was probably a comfort zone that you're a little bit too comfortable in. It's like complacency. It's something you were a bit complacent with. And I think you got a little bit over in your head here. And so you're finally seeing, okay, like I can do something out of self-respect now. I can make this decision and say no to that because it's just not meant for me. And I can forgive myself and I can forgive them. It didn't work out, and that's okay. You know, that's the what I'm getting here. But it's it's a really, again, it's a great place to be. It's just, you know, that's a good position to be in. I mean, you have the Empress here, right? Like, you have the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. So I keep thinking, keep sensing that this is something to do with abundance and finance. In fact, the first reading might connect to you with that Queen of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Pentacles here, which also showed up in that reading. We have a number of repeating cards. Oh my goodness, we have the Sun. I love that. Yeah, again, this is about self-acceptance, radical self-acceptance. And now we have the King of Wands. This is great, pile 4. I see this, I understand this better now. Pile 4, your unexpected blessing is radical self-acceptance and just radical, you know, this is like a new vantage point, a new perspective. But it affords you more possibilities, more options. It gives you wiggle room. It gives you room to maneuver. I think you've been in a situation recently, and probably for some time. We have the Ten of Swords here, so it's like there's been this situation that really caused a lot of strife, but it felt like it felt impossible. It felt like there's no way I can dig myself out of this. So for some of you, that's debt. That's financial debt. For some of you, that's just like a financial situation, you know, finances that just weren't adding up, weren't looking good. So I am seeing finances here, but let's say it's not finances. It could still be a situation in your life where you're just like, I can't figure out how to get out of this. I feel stuck in this. But what you weren't aware of is that you were also being complacent, right? It's like the learned helplessness. You also gave up on trying because that's the level of despair you experienced. You felt so helpless that you just gave up trying. So for some of you, this is a health issue. This is actually a health issue where, you know, you probably let your health condition deteriorate. Maybe it was related to, you know, a lifestyle orientation, like a health issue exacerbated by lifestyle. So maybe you felt like, you know what, I'm never going to be fully healthy. I'm never going to have the optimal health. So why try, right? And that complacency worsened the situation to the point where you're like, see, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, see, there's no point. Now, here's the beauty of your unexpected blessing. This is grace. This is a turning point, and it really feels like you're being forgiven. It feels like your flawed behavior, your flawed response, and you know, avoidance, right? Your avoidance is being addressed here, and you're given a chance to finally accept. No. You're given a chance to really to understand your worth. To understand your worth. Yes. Pile 4. I love this for you. See, and I can't help but think about the health scenario. So it's like, you know, having a newfound gratitude and respect for your body, for your physical limitations, for your health. You know, maybe you have a health issue, or maybe you have a physical limitation somehow. But you have other aspects of yourself that you are immensely grateful for, and you just weren't appreciating them, right? So see the complacency. That's what I mean by complacency. It's like someone who maybe has been so focused on, you know, I don't feel sexy, I don't like the way I look, I'm overweight or something, but then they they're mobile, right? It's like but you have the use of your arms and you have the use of all your limbs. You can move around, and then maybe you injure your ankle and you have to go, you're immobilized for several weeks, and you realize, wow, I didn't appreciate what I had, and I have a newfound respect for my mobility, and I have a newfound respect for my my joints, my feet, my joints, my back. It's like, it's just that perspective, right? I feel like the unexpected blessing is that you can shift your perspective. You're able to shift the perspective without having to go through that kind of difficulty. It's like you're given the grace to see it differently without having to go through something so damaging or painful. It sounds simple, but it's not. It's like, it's a very internal gift. It's an internal gift, yeah. And I love seeing this King of Wands here. Like, this is, again, so much related to the Sun and the Empress. It's like the King of Wands, that self-worth, self-love, self-value, the Sun. You're just happy to be who you are. You're happy to be who you are, flaws and all. And again, radical self-acceptance. That's the unexpected blessing. I think you haven't felt this ever, or you haven't felt it in a long time, and to feel it again, it's just like opening up the windows, right? Like imagine being in a dark and dingy room, curtains that blocked out the light, and then for the first time in months you open up those windows and the sunlight comes in. Like, that's how good it feels. That's how good it feels. I want to know what the Ten of Pentacles is about, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify that with this deck. Can we talk about the King of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress? Because I really get like a sense of finances. If it's not health, it's finances, or it's just like all of those things together. But I want to know why we see these cards together. We see the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's mobility there. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, this card jumped out. Wow, and the Three of Cups. It's interesting. I've been seeing this combo multiple times now, but the Three of Cups is a repeat card, so this could be collective energy. The Eight of Pentacles is also, yeah, this is tapping into collective energy. So there's a shift going on collectively, and I think that you are able to really like ride that wave and tap into that energy and tap into that collective boost. But what I'm seeing here is, you again have mobility, or just have maneuver, the room to maneuver. The room is being, the space is being afforded you. It's like, I just keep sensing that what was previously stagnant and stuck and just kind of dreary, and you were very negative or even cynical, it's like, that's just like, I don't know, there's just something there manipulating. It's like something has been configured, reconfigured, and now you're like, I get the space to work, I can do this now. Like, now you're focused and you are motivated, and you're ready to put in the time and the effort and to work diligently on this, because you have the goal. Now you see the reason, you have the vision, you feel great about your chance of success. Yeah, it's like just a beautiful feeling, a new lease on life. The Three of Cups here, so it's like you were incentivized. Yes, I think you're incentivized by something here. I think maybe you're incentivized by like the chance to spend time with your friends, or to go, have more money, or just have more energy to have a social life, and to yeah, just be around people you love. There even could be a plan for the summer, so that could be showing up. There could be a trip in the summer that you are now sure that you're going to embark on, and so you're excited about it, and you're like, you know what, I got to get my act together. Like, I can't I can't keep going. I can't just give up. Like, I got to really get my stuff together and get back on track. That's the sense, right? So that's it. That's your message, pile 4. I think it's a really cool, lovely energy coming in this month, where, you know, again, you're focused, you are getting back on track, you're motivated again. The motivation is there again, and probably for 2 reasons. The reasons being that you're so grateful for who you are and what you have. You're just grateful that you have, you know, you're grateful for the blessings in your life. You're grateful that you have the health that you have, or the mobility you have, the skills you have, the time you have, like something in your life that you took for granted. You're now very grateful for it. And you also are accepting of who you are, and you're just not going to be so hard on yourself anymore. You're going to love everything that you are, and you're going to forgive yourself for some recent mistakes. It's, you know, this is a time to bounce back. And the second reason why you're on track is because you have an incentive. You have something you're looking forward to. It could be a reunion, a vacation, just travel. Like, there's just some exciting thing, and I think it's coming in the summer, but there's something on the horizon, and it looks achievable for you. It's like you're seeing it all come together, and so that's also what's making you excited right now. I think it's a collective energy too, and you're just kind of riding that collective energy to get to that finish line, to get to that goal. So pile 4, that's your reading. I'm very happy for you. If this connected with you, please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and feel free to chime in the comments with your thoughts, or, you know, sharing your experience. I would love to hear from you. Take care, pile 4.